Okay, so this is me in the future editing. I'm just letting y'all know that this video is like 13 minutes long, and this is literally just me yapping about how I feel about self-love and stuff like that. So if you don't want to listen to 13 minutes of me yapping, then I advise you not to watch the video. But if you do want to look at the whole video, then continue. That's all I was trying to know. Hey guys, shit. Let me see if I can. I hope that's better. But hey y'all, I'm back. I know I'm being consistent this time because I just posted a YouTube video like yesterday that I was supposed to post like 3-4 days ago. So I don't know how consistent I'm being, but I'm still posting and I'm recording another one right after. So give me some type of credit. All right. But hey, welcome back to my channel. My Yappatronic next. What the hell did I just say? Yappatronic next. Anyways, today I will be talking about self-love because I feel like people know about it, and disclaimer: I am no expert, I'm no therapist, I'm no psychologist, I'm none of that. Okay, I'm just talking about my personal experience learning about myself and life situations that I've been through and stuff like that. That is getting me to a point to where I'm learning to love myself more than anything in the world. Okay. Most people think, I'm not gonna say think they love themselves and sound like I know them, but I mean, self-love is a journey that is not just something that you say you work on yourself for a year and you love yourself indefinitely. Like, you learn, you grow, you try things, you try different foods, you go different places. Like, you learn about yourself as life goes on. So that journey and that path is kind of just always gonna be happening as you get older. So it's not something that, I mean, you can obviously love yourself young and continue to love yourself. That's not what I'm saying. It's just like you're also always gonna learn something new about yourself. A part of, in my personal opinion, a part of self love and loving yourself is knowing yourself, meaning that you have to do things, you have to try things that you necessarily don't like, or some things that make you uncomfortable. You feel like, okay, I'm not going to do that again because I don't like that. That is also a part of that journey. That's what a lot of people don't really pay attention to. Like, get hobbies, go places, even if it's in your city. Like, do different things so you can experience life. Or if you're a homebody, that's cool. Books, some people love to bash games, but if you like playing games, play games. Just don't make it an unhealthy habit to where you smell bad and you don't leave your room, because then there's an issue and you might be a little depressed, and that's why we're here right now. But also learning to love yourself is knowing what I've learned is like knowing what you can and you can't tolerate. As like I said, as life goes on, you will experience people and you will experience what you can tolerate from people and what you don't want to tolerate from people. And there's nothing wrong with having standards and boundaries. Don't let anybody gaslight you out of that. If you have a certain standard that you have for something, that's cool. But meet somebody with that meets that standard right then and there. Don't meet somebody who doesn't meet that standard and then you're trying to get them to meet that standard, because then you're gonna let yourself down. You're gonna make yourself mad, and it's a whole different thing. Same thing with boundaries. But thing is, before we get into that one, people cross boundaries that sometimes people cross boundaries that they don't know about. I've crossed boundaries that I didn't know about. If you are in a friendship relationship with your parents, whatever, if you have a boundary that you do not want to be crossed, say it. People will cross your boundaries on accident because they might deem something is not as important as you do, and they cross it and it makes you mad. And if you don't say anything, they do it again and do it again, and you're kind of getting mad at them, which you have all right to, but they're not knowing that they're crossing that boundary if you don't tell them. Now, for the people that do cross boundaries intentionally, you need help. As someone who has crossed boundaries that I did not realize, or at the time I just was not aware of me crossing said boundary, I've done a lot of learning, and I've learned a lot about like me and the type of person I am. If you don't know who I am, I'm a very anxious, attached person. I'm an emotional thinker. I think with this, not this. So I'm a very like impulse thinker, and I do a lot of things irrationally, is what I'm saying. So with that being said, I do cross a lot of boundaries because I don't really put too much thought in what a lot I do. And sometimes that could be a good thing, or other times it's like, okay, Aaron, let's slow this down a little bit. But yes, basically the premise of what I'm saying is there's nothing wrong with having boundaries. Do not intentionally cross boundaries, and even if you cross somebody's boundary and you didn't know that you crossed the boundary, and if they told you like, hey, that was a boundary, you crossed it, apologize, actually apologize, learn from it, move on. Okay, that's also a part of that learning yourself and that self-love journey, because you're learning that people do have boundaries and that you cannot cross certain boundaries, and you're also learning that you have standards just as well as everybody else, and to stand on your standards and your stuff like that. Something else I want to tell everybody that I wasn't really told, that I'm not really told enough, is that I love all of you. Everybody, because I'm just starting off my little YouTube channel, but everybody that actually sits through like maybe like the 10-15 minutes that I record these videos and stuff like that and actually watch them, I love you. Because recently, a reoccurring trend that I've seen in a lot of my relationships, friendships, or just like, experiences throughout life is that most people always say I'm the problem. And that naturally can tear somebody up mentally and emotionally and stuff like that, because it's just like, how am I all? I know I'm not perfect. And I know that I've made some very fucked up choices. Excuse my language, you too. But I know I've made some very bad choices. I know I've done things that at the time in my head I thought was right, but now looking back at it, it wasn't. And so I can't go back and rewrite that, but I learned, I grew, and stuff like that. And that's all I really can do. Acknowledge where I messed up and learn from it and grow. But a bunch of like people that I no longer talk to and stuff like that, the last things that they've always said to me is that basically when they explain it, it's like I'm the problem. Like I'm losing them, they're not losing me. And it's like I'm not saying that I want to be I'm not saying I want to be lost, but it's like I'm never worth losing. It's like I'm always the one that puts in, like I guess I think with my heart. So I get very attached emotionally, and I'm thinking that these are people that I can always come to and that we can communicate and work things out. And then at the end, it just turns out me being the problem. And I'm not sitting here trying to play the blame game or anything like that. It's just that makes me look at myself in different ways, because I'm always trying to better myself. But when people are always telling me I'm the problem, it's like, how do I better myself when I'm always the issue? You know what I'm saying? Like my last video was like, what I was basically saying is like, I fell out with my best friend, and she said that I was the problem, that I wasn't listening to, I wasn't doing enough, and that I don't understand. And so I was just like, so what have I been doing? I mean, it's like, and it always makes it feel, people always make me feel like I have not been doing anything for them, and then I'm always the one left hurt and left looking like Swiss cheese, because I'm always the one taking all the damn blows. And so that's why I'm making this video, because recently I have been like so emotionally and mentally drained, just trying to get myself back on my feet and learn to just love myself. And if someone truly will value me, there will be no type of problem that we could not overcome, and things of that nature. And that's why I'm making the video, because I want people to know that you can make mistakes, but that mistake does not define who you are. You are not perfect. I'm only 20. We're all young here. Even if you are up there in age, like I said, we're all gonna make mistakes. It's just how you handle the mistake afterwards. Learn from it, acknowledge it, apologize if it's needed, and move on. Don't dwell. Don't let it tear you up. Don't don't let that mistake don't let the mistake define you. Everybody makes mistakes. That's how you learn. That's how you have to learn. Get what I'm saying? So don't be afraid to make mistakes. Just don't do it intentionally. Don't do it intentionally to hurt people. Got it? Got it. Another thing I also feel like a lot of people need to do is just like have affirmations. Like I haven't written any of them down yet, but like every morning or every night or whenever you feel you want to write down some stuff, get like a little pen and paper, or just write down some affirmations for yourself, or just do things that makes you happy, like small little things. Like a lot of people don't realize like having sunlight really helps your mood. Most times, like if you're sitting in a dark room, your mood probably gonna be very gloomy. But if you have like a little bit of sunlight, that kind of ups. I kind of, cause me, I'm a person that likes to sit in a dark room. But as of moving and then having a room where I get a little more direct sunlight, I like having my windows up. I like having the sunlight. My cat has started bonding with me more and stuff like that, just due to like me having sun. So it's just like those things like that. Take heed of or clean your room, even if it's not dirty. But just keep it tidy because a tidy room makes you feel better. Put up that y'all can't really see all of my decorations because of how the camera's angled and stuff like that. But I have a tapestry on my wall. I have two big etching posters, some paintings up there, CDs, other posters, and stuff like that that make me happy. So I'm just saying, small little things like that. I feel a lot of people should do just to have that little extra boost of happiness. But I'm really just yapping right now. Really, I'm just making this video because I've been going, I've mentally and emotionally have been going through a lot the past couple months, and I just want people to know that if they are also kind of feeling like how I'm feeling, that at least you have me. You can come to me. Like I always say in all my videos, I love you, you love you, and we love you. Or you can do other variations that I'm proud of you, you proud of you, we proud of you. Either or, take it as is. But it's true. I want my channel to be kind of like a beacon for people going through similar things. It doesn't have to be like exact same, but we can share experiences and stuff like that and help each other up from certain blah, blah, blah. You get what I'm trying to say. But always try to love yourself. If no one loves you, you need to love you. Period. Yes. Give me a second. Um, sorry about that, y'all. But I'm gonna finish this video off with I love you, you love you, we love you. I will try to make another YouTube video soon. What's today, Saturday? Hopefully in the next couple days. This one should be posted in the next couple days. Um, I'm trying to be more consistent. If you have anything you want me to talk on, a little bit of advice, let me know, and I will most definitely try and get to it. But you guys have a great Saturday. I hope your Thanksgiving went well, and I will see you in the next one whenever I post.